Guess who's back? It's me. Hi guys, welcome back to the treasure trove. It's been 80,000 million years since I recorded a video, but guess what? Look at my surroundings. See anything different? I moved! If you came here from Brian's channel, you'll know that already, that we moved over the summer, but if not, this is my new room. I finally am filming a video because we have been traveling so much that I haven't had no time to unpack the house, so I finally got the background like all situated so you can't see like any of the mess. Hopefully you can't see any of the mess. If you can, yeah. Excuse that. Excuse the mess. Hopefully I'm in focus. Like I can't tell because you're so far away. I have a new background. Obviously, that's my closet. I had to get the closet situated. Okay. This video is probably going to be 80 million years long. I figured since I moved, I would do a favorites video and update you on all my favorite products that I've been loving since the move. Because I haven't sat down and talked one-on-one to you guys in so long, so I'm a little bit rusty. But the reason it took me so long to set up my filming area is because I had them take the closet doors off when we moved, and obviously you can see everything in there, so it was like a complete disaster and I just didn't really want to mess. I still have a mess over here, but this hopefully is nice. You can't, like, can you see? There's a sleeping cat there. There's a sleeping cat there. Sleeping cat there. Obviously I moved and I haven't talked to you guys in quite a while, so a lot has happened in my life, so I figured this would be like a life update video slash October favorites slash recent favorites, because a lot of these are from older than October, but I have used a lot of these products all throughout the month of October, so let's just jump right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is in May, when we were getting ready to move and starting to look at new places, I woke up one day and had eczema on my eyes. And I've never struggled with this problem before. I have a lot of different skin problems. Like I have a scalp problem, I have chicken skin, but I've never had eczema before, and it was really severe on my eyes, like really, really bad. And right now I still have a little bit, it comes and goes like eczema does, and I still have a little bit on my eyes. You can't tell because I've been taking extremely good care of them. And I have a patch right on my chin here. And I was like, shit, what do I do? I've never dealt with this before. I didn't really want to have to rely on something like cortisone cream because that's steroid based, and I really don't want to rely on a steroid product. So I googled and tried to find an alternative to use in between, like when it's really bad. When it gets really bad and like cracks and bleeds, I do use the cortisone cream and it clears it up. But my eczema would be so much worse without this product, and that's the Aveeno Eczema Therapy Moisturizing Cream. It looks like that. It says, developed with leading dermatologists, this breakthrough cream helps relieve irritated skin and intensely moisturizes to help strengthen the skin's natural barrier function. I've been suffering from really bad eczema for about a month, and it was like so bad to the point where I was just desperate and wanted to try anything. So this had really good reviews, so I just picked it up, and I actually even got Brian like addicted to this stuff because he has like a little dry patch like on his face. It helps my eczema like go away, and it helps control it. Like I put this stuff on every day. It's like a really thick cream. Like I don't know if you can see. It's a really thick cream that extra moisturizes, and what's really good about it is I have really dry skin. I've talked about this before. I have chronic dry skin, and especially like now getting into the colder months, like my T-zone here gets super dry. So what I do is I'll put it on my eye area and then sweep it under my eyes and my T-zone area too, and it helps like really moisturize that and prep it for makeup. So even if you don't have eczema, I think this is like really good for you if you have chronic dry skin. It's safe for the face, which is great because obviously that's where I was having my problems, which was on my face. So overall, I would definitely recommend this. This video is going to be like so long because I just can't stop rambling. I really like trying different foundations, and I found two new ones over the past few months that I'm just in love with. One of them I'm wearing right now, and that's the NYX Total Control Drops. I picked this up during the NYX sale in June when I was down visiting my best friend Christina in Virginia, and I actually got to color match myself because in Virginia, in her mall, they actually have a NYX store, So that was a crazy experience going to the next store. But I'm actually shade number 5, which for a drugstore brand, they have like over, I think, 30 shades of this, which is amazing. Normally I'm the lightest shade in like every drugstore foundation ever, and actually this is even a little bit too light for me right now because for once in my life I got a tan. It comes in this nice frosted glass bottle, and what I really like about it is, like the name suggests, it's total control, meaning you have total control over the coverage. I am not a full coverage kind of person. I am obsessed with my skincare routine, and luckily I don't have any really chronic skin problems other than my eczema that I need to cover up with foundation, which you can't really cover up eczema with foundation anyway. It just looks terrible and it makes your eczema worse. So I try to take really good care of my skin, and I don't like to cover that up completely with like a full coverage foundation. So I like to use this because I only need a little bit, and it provides a nice like airbrushed looking finish. It's self-setting, so it doesn't transfer onto anything, which is like my biggest pet peeve when it comes to foundations. And it's like a nice natural finish. This says it has a matte finish, and it's like a natural matte finish. Like if it was too matte, my dry skin wouldn't be able to handle this. It actually, because we're going into the winter months, is a little bit too dry for me right now. But the only con I would have to say about this is that because it is only 0.43 ounces, you go through it a lot quicker. I know it's a pigment foundation. Like it's supposed to be like the Cover FX drop foundation, but like I still find myself going through a lot of it. Like I have had this since June, and I am down to here already on it. But I will say it's really nice to travel with. Obviously I've been traveling a lot. It's the foundation that I've been taking with me because it's small and I can just stick it in my carry-on. It doesn't take up that much room. The packaging is really secure. For being drugstore, this is really nice packaging. It's frosted glass bottle. The dropper won't like explode by itself, and the dropper itself is pretty nice. But that's the other thing I don't like it about this. Like I know it's a drop foundation, but I am such a klutz that every time I use this, I get it everywhere. Like when I try to do like the cool Instagram thing and drop it on my face, I get it everywhere. Like I even got it on my pants when I was getting ready. So I don't know. Then the second foundation that like changed my life is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I first got this in the lightest shade, and once again it is too light. So I did end up keeping it because I got it on sale so I could mix it within my darker foundations, but this is actually too light for me too, which is great. So if you're pale, like you need to get on these foundations, girl. Like this one is $14.99, which like is kind of a lot, and it's more than I pay normally for a foundation, but I really like it. This is like $5 or something. I don't know. I paid $2.50 for it because it was on sale. But they have like undertones and everything for the drugstore, which is awesome. This is, I am in the color Soft Ivory, which is light and warm undertone. And what I like about this is it has a little spatula, which makes it really easy to apply to your face. I like to travel with this and wear this at conventions, like when we go to like PAX and stuff, because like the name suggests, photo focus, it looks really good in photographs and on video, and just like really good in general. I wore this when I went to go see BTS, held up the whole night. It just like, and that's a concert, like we got really warm in there, and like all day, like a 10-hour day, 10 to 12-hour day. This stuff like is no joke. It stays on all fucking day. Like without this, my skin would not look nearly as good when I'm traveling, because during those things my skin normally like has crazy breakouts or whatever, and I don't know, thinking about trying it, get it. It's like I reach for this foundation more than any other foundation in my collection. I really, really like it, and it's definitely worth the money. Next face product is a concealer. Now, can you tell that I like this just a little bit? little bit. I'm almost out of this. It is a YouTube cult favorite. It's LA Girl Pro Conceal HD definition, high definition concealer. And I got this when I went to Ricky's with Christina in New York City because LA Girl wasn't sold at my Ulta yet, but now it is. And like, I was like, oh my god, I don't have to order it online, I can buy it in person. Okay, let's talk about this little baby for a second. I was like, there's no way that this can live up to the ridiculous hype that it has on YouTube, right? I'm wearing it right now under my eyes with no corrector. This shit is no joke. It is a very high coverage concealer, and I normally don't feel confident enough to wear makeup without a corrector because my under eye circles are so bad. But with this concealer, I actually stopped wearing corrector completely. And that's so freeing because when you put too many products under your eye, it starts to get really cakey. And especially with my dry under eyes, it gets really crepey when you set it and it just looks like too much. And now my under eye area looks so much better, and it's all because of this. It's all because of this. But if you don't like really high coverage stuff or don't need it, I would not recommend picking this up. In the winter months, because I did pick this up in March and it was like 30 degrees here all the way until like the end of April and my eyes were so dry, I really have to make sure my under eyes are moisturized before I use this. So if you have dry skin, just beware, but I still use it because the coverage is so nice. And when you set it, like, look at how nice of a finish it gives. I don't know. I have some on my chin too. I just really like how it looks and how it sets on my skin personally. So definitely like a new holy grail favorite. And I'm in the shade Porcelain, which is the lightest color. I'm disappointed that they don't have any shades lighter. I know they have like all the corrector colors too, but this is like almost too dark for my winter skin. So that's kind of a bummer, but what can you do? Okay, and the last face product that I have in my like face product categories, I have so many products, it's just ridiculous, is this. Can you tell I like this too? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but this is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, and there's no label anymore on the front because it completely wore off in my traveling, and the product is actually down to here. I've used almost all of this. I gotta repurchase it. I think this is $2 or $3. I got it on sale on Amazon for like 99 cents. When I was ordering something else, it was like, I saw it was 99 cents. So I was like, sure, why not? I never believed in setting sprays in my life, but this changed my mind about everything. I really want to try some more setting sprays, but I really do like this one. I don't need it to set my makeup. I really don't think that this makes my makeup last any longer. But what I do really like about it is it takes, when I spray it, it takes away all the powderiness on my face, from whether my skin be dry and my foundation is looking powdery, to being where I set with powder looking too powdery, to where I'm putting powder highlight on top of my cheeks looking too powdery. It takes it all away and it melts it into my skin and makes my makeup look like skin, which is the biggest concern I've had since I started wearing makeup. I could never make my makeup look like skin, and it really bothered me. And maybe that's asking too much because, you know, I am wearing makeup, so duh, it's gonna look like I'm wearing makeup. But this just like changed everything for me, so I'm like super happy about it. That's why I've used nearly all of it. The spray on this could be a little bit better. It's not very fine, so it can feel like you're kind of just like being splurted in the face with like big droplets of water, and it's very uncomfortable. What I like to do is just like douse my whole face in it, so like that kind of becomes irrelevant, and then I have like a little paper fan that I like to just dry my face with. I'm gonna try the Milani one, and I'll let you guys know about that because I know that has a really fine mist, and if that can take down the powderiness on my face, that would be great too. But because this is like $2 and it makes my makeup look great. I'm really like, I can put up with a little bit of splurty splurt. That's fine. That's fine. Now I have two eye palettes to talk about. The first one I'm gonna talk about. All the shadows that I'm wearing right now are from this palette, and that is the NYX Happy Birthday palette, which is the Ulta gift this year. So obviously I got this on my birthday and I got it for free, and maybe it's a little bit unfair to show it, but because I think they changed their birthday gifts quarterly, so you might not be able to get this, but look at these. This is, first of all, an amazing birthday gift. Hey, say hi. Clearly a very warm tone palette, which is like very popular this year. And going into this, I had like very low expectations because I know NYX eyeshadows aren't the greatest quality, but it appears they have reformulated because this has 3 matte shades in it, 4 matte shades in it, and they're all amazing. I have this matte in my crease, this matte in my crease, and then I have these 2 shimmery colors here on my eye right now, and it's so pigmented and nice, and I really like the color. The colors in this, you can make pretty much like anything from a neutral look to even like a kind of bold look with that red shade and the purple shade and the orange. I don't know. For being a birthday gift, I thought it was great, and I've been using it nonstop. I traveled with this, and this was like the only thing I used, honestly. And then speaking of birthday gifts, this was my birthday gift from Brian, and that is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which I know is like everybody has this now, and it's like basically a basic bitch palette, eyeshadow palette, but I mean, I know you've probably seen it. I mean, I love this. I 100% love this, and I think that the formula of these are like can't be beat. I've tried high-end, I've tried drugstore, and honestly, these are the most pigmented and easy to work with shadows that I've ever used. I've been playing around a lot with this palette. I haven't worn a lot of it out. Actually, I have worn it out. I've worn it out. I played with it. I love it. It's mostly matte, which I also really like. I don't wear shimmers a lot. I'm trying to get into that, but like with a Vermeer, that color is amazing. I just love that it's called Modern Renaissance, and a lot of the eyeshadow names are inspired by like Renaissance things. Like Tempera is a kind of paint, Golden Ochre, Raw Sienna, Cypress Umber, just those things. And then like Love Letter, Venetian Red, Red Ochre. And I have yet to try a color in here that I don't like. I'm super into like red and like berry toned eyeshadows, which is like so basic bitch, I know. But these are really great. Like I love Love Letter. I wore Red Ochre. Red Ochre I think is my favorite in here. And Real Gar, this orange shade, I don't know. It's $42, and I think for how many? 14? Yeah, 14 shades. I don't know. It seems reasonable for the quality level. Like, you know, stay cheap and lazy is my motto, but like it's quality, and I'd rather pay for quality than try to work with something that just isn't gonna work. That's why I test out all the shit that's out there that you see at like Five Below in the dollar store, so I can tell you what's good and what's not. So that's the eyeshadow. I only have one lip product. The By Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Honeycomb. This was sent to me as part of like an influencer program, and I fell in love with it. I just have this little baby size. I fell in love with this in March, and I have like a really funny story that goes with this too. It is like the perfect nude color for how pale I am, and when I get a tan, I don't know, and it goes with like every eye look imaginable. I would just throw this in my bag when I was traveling because it's really hard to like wear a liquid lipstick like for 12 hours when you're like out doing stuff like at events, and because like my lips get like really crusty and I don't know. I just don't want to take the time to make sure it looks fine too. So this is really easy to just like put on. I don't need to have like a lip liner to make this perfect. And this is another high-end product. I normally don't talk about them on my channel, but I love this so much. And during one of my trips, this little mini guy went missing. Like in my traveling. I knew it was in my house, but I couldn't find it anywhere. It almost was like it was taken from me and hidden somewhere. I searched for months for this thing. Months. I was even looking for dupes for it because I knew I was moving, and I knew if I went and I bought the full-size $26 version of it, as soon as I did, I would move and I would find it in the move, and I would have like pay $26 for it because that's really expensive for a lipstick, and that's not normally like something I would pay for. But I loved this color so much that I was just looking for drugstore dupes, and I even decided not to buy a drugstore dupe in case I did find this in the move. Sure enough, I found this when we moved. It was under my bed, like pushed all the way into like the middle of the bed. I don't know how it got there. Who knows with me? Okay, so I found it, started wearing it again, loved it, and then because I was part of the influencer campaign, I got selected to be sent 3 more full-size Bite products. So I actually now have the full size of this, which like that never happens to me, guys. Like I was so happy. Like I was like one of the top influencers, I guess, like that. So they sent me 3 lipsticks. I don't know, never happens to me, but now I have the full size of it, and I'm just so happy because it's like the perfect nude, and I don't know, I'm just in love with it. I wear this more than any other lipstick that I own, and I own probably like 100 lipsticks. It's a problem. Like I know this is sounding like a commercial for Amuse-Bouche honeycomb and honeycomb. It's not. It's just like this is so easy to wear, and I'm trying to like break out of my comfort zone and wear a crazy lipstick, but sometimes you just gotta go with a good nude color, you know? The nudes. Now I actually have a disappointing product, which normally I don't like. I'm really way too nice to products when I have no reason to be. They're inanimate objects. It's not like their feelings are gonna be hurt. So also on my birthday, I picked up, they were new at the time, not new anymore, the NYX Slip Tease Full Color Lip Oil. Now I have the color Beyond Basic, which I am in love with this color, but the problem is I don't like this formula whatsoever. It's supposed to be a lip oil, so you think like glossy conditioning for your lips, right? Like that's what a lip oil implies. No, that's not what this is. No, absolutely not. No. To be fair, in the description it says that it's like a matte finish, so that's fine. It's fine that it's a matte finish even though it's a lip oil. That didn't bother me. What bothered me was because it is a lip oil, it gets everywhere. It transfers everywhere. It smears everywhere. And on top of that, it doesn't condition my lips whatsoever, and it actually feels horrible. And it feels greasy yet drying at the same time. I don't know how that works. I really don't know. I don't know how it can be matte yet greasy yet dry out my lips yet get all over everything. I don't know. I really love this color, and I'm going to try to find a lipstick in this color because it's a really good, like, kind of not your average nude, but still like a nude neutral lip. I like that it's like not brown, it's not peachy, it's kind of just like somewhere in the middle there. And it looks good with like everything, especially because half of the time I dress like I look like I was trapped in like a time capsule from the 90s, so this just goes perfect with like all my 90s outfits, like my grungy looks. But the formula was just a no-go for me. No. So that's it. I know this video is like 80 years long. I had so many products to share with you, but I was just really excited because I'm in my new filming setup. I think the lighting looks good. I like the background. I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys missed me because I missed you. I missed filming videos for you. I want to get back into this regularly now that I have it all set up. And yeah, what were your favorite products this month? Let me know. What were your favorite experiences? I went to Maine and got to celebrate one of my really good friend Ethan's 21st birthdays with him, so that was definitely like highlight experience of my month. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful life. I know it's tough out there, but thanks for watching. And remember, stay cheap and lazy. Bye. Go. Oh my god, my card's full. Okay, anyway. My stereo's possessed, my light keeps flickering. What else can happen today? Like, really? Really? Okay. Words. Bacon. Bacon? Bacon? That's a word.